Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you can tell by the title and thumbnail, I will be sharing my heart or WPW story. My mom gave me this idea and I thought it was a very good idea to post for a YouTube video because I feel like everyone should be aware of this condition. Brady has some questions to ask, but I'm also going to be telling a story, so it's like a Q&A, but more of like a story Q&A.
And I make up the questions.
Yeah, he's just going to think of questions as we go, and I'll answer them to the best of my ability because some things about this condition is unknown, and I don't really know the answers. So yeah, we're just gonna jump right into it. If you don't know what WPW is, I will explain that as well. Also, if you are not big on like heart issues or surgery or anything like that, I would not recommend this video. But if you do and you are interested in stuff like this, or you are just curious and want to know what it is and what I've been going through behind the scenes, then I would love for you to stay for this video. So, I guess we'll start with when I got diagnosed. So I was, as you know, well, maybe I haven't told you guys yet, but I am on the swim team for my high school. And in order to be on the swim team, you need to have a EKG done, which is where they put a bunch of stickers like around like your stomach and basically your chest area to see your heart pattern or rhythm. And so I did it, and mine came back abnormal. And we didn't really know what that meant. We just thought, oh, I guess I'm special, or just my heart's beating differently and it's okay, because I've never felt any symptoms of like my heart racing or passing out or getting really dizzy or anything like that. So I've had no symptoms. And so we went to a specialist to get another EKG done and to get a echo done, which if you don't know what an echo is, it's basically where they take this like thing with like really cold gel and they just like stick it and they like can see the inside and see what your heart is. It's kind of like what's it called, like when you're pregnant, like, and you can see the baby? That's basically what it is. And, yeah, an ultrasound, exactly. But I'm of course not pregnant, so just to get that out there, I'm not pregnant. It's for my heart, not for a baby. So any questions so far?
So what exactly was wrong with your heart? Like what did it like look like? We know it's abnormal, but like what was the problem with it?
So I went to many specialists for this, and the first specialist I went to, she said there was nothing wrong with like the structure of my heart, but it was just the pattern it was beating. And she diagnosed me with WPW, which stands for Wolff-Parkinson-White, which really does not stand for anything. It's just 3 doctors who thought of this, or who
Made that name?
No, didn't make it, but like
copyrighted it?
Who
trademarked it?
Not invented, but like discovered this condition. Okay, what's your question?
So with that, so did people already use that name or they just discovered it?
So the 3 doctors discovered the condition. So that's why it's named after. It has no like medical reason to it.
Wait, so you had this brand new condition that they could name.
But it was centuries back when they thought of this. So anyway, so I was diagnosed with Wolff-Parkinson-White, which is a abnormal arrhythmia in your heart. So my heartbeat was beating extra than what it should be. So instead of like, I don't know, it just beats differently and it beats more than what it should. And I needed to go see a surgeon to get it fixed, because if it would get worse and I would start to feel symptoms, it could be life or death. And but I didn't feel any symptoms, so I was like, I really don't want to get the surgery, but whatever, I guess it's gonna save my life or something. So we went to a surgeon who specializes in this procedure, and he did an EKG on me. He said, yes, it's abnormal, yes, you have WPW, all that stuff. He took an echo of me, and he discovered something different than the first specialist did. He discovered that when my heart like beated, it jiggled, and that wasn't normal. Like, your heart's not supposed to like jiggle, yeah, like that. Well, it did not like that. It kind of went like this when it like beated. Is that a word? Is that, or yeah?
Beating.
When it was beating.
So your heart's not beating. You're dead. You have a flat line at the hospital.
No. Okay, but anyway. So
yes,
he's
you
like,
would say when it was beating. There.
Yeah. So when he saw that, he's like, okay, that's definitely abnormal. So he talked to me about the procedure and what's gonna happen and all the things I need to follow and everything like that. And so we're like, okay, we really do like this guy. So we went to see another surgeon who also specializes in it, and just to get a second opinion on what he thinks. And they basically had the same opinion, except one surgeon could get my surgery done on the 17th of August, and the other one could have gotten it done on September 16th. So if I did go with the other person, I would still not have gotten surgery yet. And it's been almost a month since I've gotten my surgery, which is crazy to believe. So we went with the first surgeon just so I could get it done before school. I got it a week before school started. That was the earliest they could get me in. So my last week of summer wasn't spent the greatest, but it was worth it. So on, I think it was August 11th or 10th, I had to get a COVID test just to make sure that I didn't have COVID so that the people could do surgery on me without getting COVID, of course, because we kind of need surgeons and doctors in our life. And if they all got COVID, then what will we do?
Hey, she made a video on her getting a COVID test, so to make this video shorter, just go watch that.
Yeah, if you want to hear more about my COVID testing experience, I'll have it linked up in the iCard right over here.
Oh, if this video isn't marked down for kids.
It's not going to be marked down for kids. I don't think this is for kids, Brittany.
Are you sure about that?
No. So anyway, so I got my COVID test done. It came back negative. Don't worry, I didn't have COVID, blah, 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 blah. So they told me I had to spend, if there was a extra pathway in my heart and they would have to fix it, I would have to stay for one night. If they didn't find an extra pathway and nothing was wrong and just the EKG machine was broken or something, I don't know, then I wouldn't have to spend the night. So the 99.9% of the time, there's an extra pathway in your heart that causes that unnormal arrhythmia, and that's what they can fix. So they can either freeze it, burn it, or zap it, I think.
Zap it?
All right, sorry about that little mishap there. We had to talk some stuff out. So, where were we, Brady?
About your
extra pathway?
And like paralyzing it.
Oh yeah, so zapping it, sorry, I just had to do the eye. Zapping it, burning it, or freezing it. That's what they do to fix it. And once you do get it fixed, you will never have a problem again. Like, it's just fixed, it's done, you never have to worry about it again. So, the night before my surgery, I packed my hospital bag just in case we had to stay the night. And, we had to leave the house by like 4:30 in the morning because my surgery was at 7:30 in the morning. But they want you to be there 2 hours early, so that means at 5:30. And the hospital is an hour away from our house. So I get up at 4:30. I couldn't sleep. I probably slept about an hour that night because I am such an anxious person. Like, I just want things to be over with. I don't like anticipation. I don't like it when people tell me surprises. Like, if I know that there's gonna be a surprise, I like it when surprises are unknown and I find it out like at the very end when the surprise is happening. I've just always been that way. It drives me crazy when people say, oh, I have a surprise for you, Tatum, but you're gonna have to wait. Like, no, that is not me. So we drive to the hospital. Brady is still at home sleeping because with Corona, there's only, when you're a minor, so when you're under 18, you can only have your parents there. You cannot have your siblings there due to COVID rules and stuff. So he had to stay at the house, and he didn't even realize that we left. He knew that we were going to the hospital, but he was basically just sleeping through it. And by the time my dad got home, don't worry, he was awake, he was fine. He's still here, he's still a human being, everything like that. So don't come for us. So we arrive at the hospital at about 5:15-ish, and we check in, and the nurse leads us to the pre-operating room, which is not a very pleasant room. It's very boring and bland. So she, you know, takes all my vitals, and she does another EKG on me just to make sure that it's still there, which it was. So when she did my EKG, said it was still there, blah, 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 blah. She went ahead and did my IV, and I could care less about needles. I'm not scared of needles. I don't really think they hurt. I don't know. I'm just a weird person, I guess, because I used to be like scared of needles. Don't get me wrong. Every little kid is. But I haven't been scared of needles for about, I don't know, 2 years now.
Tatum. But the one thing you are scared of was going under anesthesia for the first time.
Yes. So the reason why I could not sleep that night was because I could not face the fact that I was going to go under anesthesia. Since I was maybe 6, when I started hearing about anesthesia and my parents explaining what it was, I've always been terrified of it. I've always had a big fear of anesthesia. Just the fact of not waking up, I guess, is what I was scared of, and that was the big reason why I didn't want to have surgery. I'm not scared about what they're going to do to me. It's the fact that I was going to go under, and I was going to sleep under medication. So she does my IV and gets fluids in my body and stuff, and then the anesthesiologist comes in. And he explains, like, what he's gonna do to me, and everything's gonna be fine. He's so experienced, and I felt comfortable with him. So it was about, I don't know, 15-30 minutes before my procedure when my surgeon came in and discussed again, like, what we were gonna do. Everything's gonna be fine. And he would explain more after the procedure, because you don't know what's in there until you actually go look in there. So he really had nothing to say. So the anesthesiologist gave me some like medicine to make me loopy, so I wasn't like panicking in the operating room that I was gonna go under anesthesia. So I guess it's called like sedation. So he put some sedation in me and to make me feel relaxed, and I don't remember much between that and waking up. I remember some parts of it, but like not a whole lot. So this part may be confusing. It's just basically what I remember from it, because I was literally half asleep. I was like out of it, but I was still awake and talking to people. So my mom and dad say goodbye to me, and they wheel me off into the operating room. And I remember that they were putting all these like hot and cold stickers on me. Trust me, it's really like foggy or
blurry.
Yeah,
fuzzy.
Blurry, fuzzy memories. So I remember they moved me to this new bed, and they put all these like stickers and monitors some stickers were cold, some stickers were hot. I don't know. And then the anesthesiologist told me just to relax, which I already was. And he said, all right, Tatum, I'm gonna put this mask on you. And so he took off my actual mask and he put on this big like green thing with like a big tube that I remember seeing. And he just put it on me like this. And he said I fell asleep in like 5 seconds. And I don't remember after that. So I wake up in this room with my mom, and she told me that I told the doctor as soon as I woke up, I was like, my throat hurts. And I don't remember saying that at all. And I remember I was really tired, so I wasn't acting really stupid. And my mom was kind of disappointed because she was going to record it and I could have put the footage in here, but I didn't act stupid at all. I was just so tired and all I wanted to do was go back to sleep, but they were like telling me to wake up and stuff like that. Okay. So, yes.
No, there was one thing you told me about, remember, before you went to...
Oh, yeah. So when they were putting the stickers on me, I thank you, Brady. I just remembered that. They were asking about Brady, and they're like, oh, so you have a little brother? I was like, yeah. And they're like, does he do any sports? And I'm like, yeah, he does kung fu. And they're like, oh, kung fu? I was like, no, he does karate. And yeah, I was just out of it, so I said that.
I actually used to do Taekwondo. I quit doing Taekwondo.
Yeah, so he doesn't do Taekwondo anymore.
I'm lazy.
But anyway, so I wake up and I have all these monitors on me, and I was like, I was just so out of it. And so I had 4 nurses the entire night I was there. I did have to stay overnight. So the first nurse comes in and checks on me, and so basically how the procedure worked is they stuck these like catheters in, which if you don't know what a catheter is, just look it up. I have no idea what it looks like because I didn't see it. So they put one catheter in my neck area right here. It's healed now, it's not even there anymore. And then they put 2 catheters in like my groin area, and then I think that's it.
And there was an IV right here.
Oh yeah, but that didn't do anything. So they put 2 catheters here, 1 catheter right here. And basically they have little tiny cameras on them that they can see inside. And so of course there was marks left, and in order for them to stop bleeding, they had to put these like balloon things on me. So he came in to deflate and inflate my balloons, and it felt so weird. It felt, I don't even remember how it felt, but I was like, oh, okay, you're gonna do this to me now.
I have a question.
Yes.
So with the balloons, was it like suction cupped onto your leg, or was it like on a bracelet pinpointed onto your
It had these like big pieces of like medical tape on them, and then they like stuck them to that because they had a little hole in them, and they stuck them to that. And they used a syringe just of air, and they inflated it like, and then they deflated it, and just to see how it would do without the balloon. And then they're like, okay, yeah, it's still bleeding, so they would inflate it on both sides. So I had to wear those for like 9 hours after my surgery, so I couldn't use the bathroom until like 5 p.m. Oh, or I could have, but I would have to pee in a bucket, and I was so stubborn. I was not gonna do it. I'm like, I'm gonna hold in my pee. I'm not peeing in a bucket in front of a nurse. Like, that's weird.
Oh, Tim. And then when you got home, you took a nap, and she is against taking naps. She was so tired.
That is later on in the story, Brady. We're still at the hospital here. So so it's finally 5 o'clock. Actually, no. Chick-fil-A came in and brought me a cookie, which I thought was so special. And then, so then at 5 o'clock, I got up and I went to use the bathroom, which felt so good. And I laid back down and I got dinner. Hospital food is disgusting. every person is true saying that hospital food is gross. It is so gross. I barely ate. Actually, I ate all like my fruits and vegetables and stuff, but like those were the only good things. And then I had a second nurse, who did the balloon thing again. And, so then, we tried to get some sleep, which that didn't happen because a nurse has to come in every hour to check my blood pressure and all this crap. So we tried to get some sleep. I watched some movies, and then, at probably 4 a.m., they came to take off the big stickers and Band-Aid that was on my neck. And oh my gosh, they hurt to take off so bad. It ripped so much hair off because it hurt, because these were like medical tape. This was just a Band-Aid, so it didn't hurt as bad, but these, oh my gosh, they hurt so bad. And then they had to put Band-Aids on it again, like regular Band-Aids. So they did that, and I felt so much more comfortable. So I was able to sleep for about an hour because hospital beds aren't that comfortable either. So then around 7 a.m., the surgeon comes back in and explains what he did. So what happened was he took the catheters in, and he saw a huge extra pathway that should not be there. So he ablated that. And then he was about to back out, thinking there was only one pathway. But he saw this teeny tiny pathway. Right when he was about to back out, he was like, wait. I see something. And he sees that tiny little extra pathway that should not be there as well. But if he would have kept it there, it would not kill me. The big pathway would have. Because they test it, is they send like electric waves, I guess, to my heart to see how fast it would beat. And my heart beated up to 200 beats per second, or per minute, yeah, per minute, which is life-threatening. So they quickly stopped it so I would not die. And so he found a little teeny tiny pathway right when he was about to back out, and he just froze that one. So he just explained that. So not only did I have one extra pathway, but I had 2 extra pathways. So my case was very severe. I just didn't have any symptoms. So he's like, okay, goodbye. I want you to get up and walk before you leave. So I get up and walk around the ICU. And say, yeah, I'm okay, I'm walking. So we left the hospital around 9:30-ish. And the recovering process was very hard. I could not stand. It didn't feel good to stand for a long period of time because my legs started to get weak. So, I didn't take a very long shower, but I took a shower enough to, be clean. So, basically for that week, I just rested in bed and tried to prepare myself for school, and that was it.
Then the nap. Remember?
Oh yeah, so the nap, I took a very long nap right when I got home because I was so tired. And I am just anti-nap. Naps make me more tired than if I already was tired. And I was like, oh, I should take a nap. But like, when I wake up from a nap, I am so tired. So I took a nap, which is very rare for me. That was like the first nap of the year. I only take probably like 2 or 3 naps a year. I hate naps so much. So that is basically the story behind my surgery and my COVID test and everything that has been going on behind the scenes of this video, or of this channel basically. I'm also very sorry I did not post last Wednesday. School has definitely hit me hard. High school is not as easy as middle school. So I've been bombarded with homework and work and blah, 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 all this stuff. So sorry I did not post last Wednesday, but this video is going up on Wednesday, so hopefully this video makes up for it. So if you liked this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe by hitting that red button down below and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single video of mine. And also, if you have any questions and my comment section is on and not disabled, feel free to comment down below and I will reply to every single one of your questions to the best of my ability, because I would love to help you guys understand this condition as well. But if you don't have any questions, that's okay too. So, I will see you guys next time. Bye!